And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And able to get this out to the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And pushes way forward to about the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Crack all 80.
Another run for Gibbs here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They go play action here on first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Following the interception, Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On the ground, this is Crenshaw Jenkins. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here is third down and 4.
Yellow, 20 seconds.
Love now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
On the ready. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Ready. Ready. Rambo 80.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Packers defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I remember years ago spending time with a top defensive coordinator, and he said the #1 thing you have to do is hang your hat on something. Create your identity. This unit, they hang their hat on being stingy against the run.
70, stand by Wolf. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready. Panthers, 70, stand by Wolf. Go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You talk about this Lions defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
All right, go. White.
Love looking to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Press all 80. Move it like team. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. Ready,
now back to throw. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll get this complete to the rookie. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather, just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Black, 95. Set.
Now Love. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 4.
Set. Hut. Ready.
Throwing. Love. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there.
On the ready. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
They'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Red 30. Set.
Give up the middle. Jenkins. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there. 27 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Got it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black 40. Cut.
Once again, Jenkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Packers at 12-1 now to start play. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Quinshaw Judkins from 19 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told the offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Give them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
18 Cardinal. 70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7.
Come on. Set. Mike, go.
Back to throw here. Going for a right side here, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Here we go. Set.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 60 by 6, 60 by 6. Warriors, 70. 60 by 6, 60 by 6. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Cougar 19.
They'll drop the throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
70.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On the ready.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Lions have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive as they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Ready. Blue, 32.
Love, he's going to change the play here. First down, right back to Judkins. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Okay.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Maybe a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Second and 6.
Let's go now. 18 caught.
Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught inside the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got to slide. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Ready. Buffalo 8. Cowboy 80.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Got it?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Down.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Dashing through the snow. Inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point up and through. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43. Set.
Love. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Blue, blue, hut, hut.
Working out of the gun. Love. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Play after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That pass caught, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This to the corner, right side. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Ready.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Red, 38, cut.
Love, they go play action now. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ready. Cut.
On play action. Love to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ready, set, cut.
An inside run with Judkins. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Quinshon Judkins, 44 yards. And the Packers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
28, Lions 21.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not running back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offensive coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it. Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Cougar 19.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
18 Cardinal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw. Inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
They go play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There's Laporta, he's got it. Touchdown Lions. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point attempt to come here. And a good job on the hold there as this is good through the snow, and this game is tied. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. This out quickly to Williams. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Black shot. Black. Next set.
Here's Love. Man, and he hits him in stride. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 reps. 60 shots. Ready?
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 168 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on, set, hut, go. Black 40.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Striker. Hut, hut.
On 1st down, here's Judkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Ready. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Set.
Throwing. Love. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down.
Watch out now. 50.
Jenkins will score. Touchdown, Packers.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
35, Lions 28. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 1 yard and now no yards have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
50, green, ready.
Following the interception, Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Got it.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Set, hut.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready, set.
Off the play fake, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Red, 38. Hut.
Play action this time with Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. And it's going to be another first down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Down. 33. Yellow. Claws red. Hut.
Here's Allen. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions 28.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And that has to drive a coach crazy.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Fitzgerald on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here. But I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here. He's airing it out for Williams. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now back to throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing left sideline complete. It's Gibbs. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
4-yard loss on the play.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Isaac to Slaw from 8 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
45. Lions 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. If they can score here, they'll have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
560.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Packers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. That'll carry for Allen. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Covers there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll come up now on second down.
Come on, come on. 19, 18. Go street.
They'll drop to throw.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's third down.
17, 18, pioneer. Warriors, 70.
They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Lions first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Detroit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On the set.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Maverick. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Dragon 60.
Back to throw again.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
60 Bison. Check. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This pass down the field for Gibbs.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 19 tight. 19 tight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It's Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Packers 45, Lions 42.
So here we go. 45 ticks to play, and it's all going to come down to this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Right here could be the turning point. I get it. Hey!